Okay, so hi everyone. I'm Molly Plummer and I'm originally, I'll do my slides, sorry. I'm new to this. I don't usually do it on Zoom, so patience with me, sorry. Okay. It's like being in college all over again. Okay. Is it loading? Okay, can you see my screen? Awesome. Okay, hi everyone. My name's Molly. I'm from the UK and hold on, let's start with the first slide. Hi, I'm Molly and my company is the Mimo Yarn Co. Sorry, I go off in tangents. It's part of my dyslexia. Anywho, so yep, my name is Molly and I am the Mimo Yarn Co. Hold on. A little bit about me. I tried to do it all on the first slide, so that didn't really help, did it? Yep, my name's Molly. I'm originally from London, in Southwest London in the UK. I'm currently located in Revelstoke, BC. I am a full-time student at the moment and I'm studying a postgraduate business diploma at Selkirk College. And it's been online for the year, but they're making us go in person in January, but we'll see how that goes because it keeps changing and my brain gets frazzled. I'm also a yarn boss from my Mimo Yarn company. I'm 32, I don't look it, I always get ID'd. Actually, no, they stopped doing that. So I must look older than the actual legal age. Star sign is a Virgo. I don't know if people are into that. My favorite food is everything, and I'll lead on to that later in another slide. I love all genres of music except for heavy metal because I used to work as a chef and it would drive me mad on Saturday brunch when they would play that. It makes you feel down. My favorite colors are bright, bold and colorful. As you can tell from like my colorful hat and the yarn behind me, I love colorful yarn. It makes me happy and I sometimes get overwhelmed trying to figure out what kind of project I want to make and what colors I should choose. If I had to say what items I like to knit the most, I don't know, it varies and it depends on your mood, but definitely top down and bottom up sweaters, just because I don't like sewing them up because I'm lazy. And what do I want to be when I grow up? I would like to have a little yarn shop that also sells fabric for dressmaking. And I want to be a yarn dyer full time so I can dictate my schedule and go on luxurious holidays and not be told by people that I can't go. So that's a little bit about me. I first came to Canada in 2018 with my boyfriend. I say partner because I'm a grown up now. And we were on a working holiday visa. And we actually got an old ambulance bus and converted it into a tiny home and was driving around Canada. And I called it Barnabas after my dad. Both my parents have got nicknames, so yeah, we called him whatever the bus was called Barnabas. And we went through Squamish, and this was all before. I think we got to Vancouver in March 2018, and was in Vancouver for about 2 months, and that's where I met Rebecca at Fibres West. And I joined her knitting club and was learning to drive on the other side of the road, and it was all just new experiences. But our main thing was we wanted to travel around Canada in our camper van. And as you can see from the top picture, that is when our camper van decided to die and break down. And you just see me on the little stone, on the little stone, just there. We parked and it wouldn't start and it cost us a lot of money. And I think we were watching everybody on YouTube making van life happen, and we realized that we don't have an abundance of money like everybody else. And it didn't work out, but we ended up in Revelstoke and we were there for 8 months. And we went back to the UK and realized that it just really wasn't where we wanted to be, and we missed being in Canada. So I got back in February and I'm a full-time student. And since we've been back, we have applied for permanent residency. So we're just waiting and planning to make Canada our forever home. So yes, if you have any questions, please pop them in the chat. I'll try my best to answer them as best as I can. And if I go too fast, just let me know. I just get excited. What else? oh, it's changing. So these are just some of the skills that I'm trained in, and I thought I'd just do pictures because sometimes when there's loads of writing, it's hard. So top one with the lanterns, I'm actually a qualified events manager by trade, and I have a degree in that, and I've never used it. So hopefully I will get to use it and host Fibre yarn shows in the future. The yarn obviously is to do with what I do now, and I hand dye yarn and I sell it. Even though I keep getting people asking me to knit them things, I really don't want to. So I'm a selfish knitter, and I say it. I'm also a qualified massage therapist, not to an RMT standard. I possibly could be, but I have got a ITEC level 3 in massage, and also a Reiki level 2. I'm currently studying business management because I want to be able to understand Canadian business. I'm a qualified pastry chef and have been for over 14 years. And I used to run pastry kitchens in the UK in London. And then I'm also a wedding planner. Not that I've ever done it, but I trained in it. So if you ever need somebody for a multitude of events and yarn, I'm your person. So that's just a little bit of some of the skills that I've learned over the last couple of years. What inspires me for my yarn would definitely be bright colors. Music is another one. I can sometimes see a cover for an album and I just get inspiration from that, and it makes me want to dye yarn. Traveling, going around different parts of the world and seeing cultures and just how people interact is another inspiration for my yarn. Food also is a big, sorry, just seeing messages in the chat. Food is another big part of my life. I'm one of those people that has breakfast and is already thinking about what they're going to eat for lunch. And you can ask Rebecca, because we used to always go out for food in Vancouver, especially that vegan ice cream place. Woo! Anywho, I love fashion. Not that I'm a fashionista myself, because my budget doesn't allow that, but I just really do enjoy fashion and how things are made and the construction of it. Like family and friends are very important to me, and they inspire me for some of my colorways and the funky names that I come up with. Obviously, nature and animals is another key one, and some of my background and my heritage of being a BIPOC is important to me, and how I display my yarn and just like educate people that everybody likes to be a business owner, and it shouldn't matter where you're from or what you look like, as long as you're a good person and you recycle. So, and also the freedom, that's what inspires me to want to be a full-time dyer and business owner, because you can make up your own, well, I guess your own schedule depending, but yeah, those are some of my inspirations and what inspires me. So I have decided I need to be more present on my YouTube channel, but being a full-time student is hard, and it sometimes just zaps the energy out of you, such as when I finish this chat, I'll be doing accounting. So I wanted to find other makers from around the world, as well as in Canada, and do Knit and a Sip on my YouTube channel. So if you are on YouTube and you follow other people that do videos like the Grocery Girls, and my mind's gone blank, there's loads of people out there, but if you'd like to join and wait for the coming months when I have some interviews with other lovely people within the fibre industry or just independent businesses, I would truly appreciate that. And the dream is I would like to have a yarn shop. I've used the bookshop as an example because it would just be scattered with yarn everywhere. And then I'd like to have it with a coffee shop inside. So I don't know if anybody ever went to the Purple Pearl in Toronto when it was around, but you could purchase your yarn. You could purchase your yarn and start your project there and then, because they'd have like a table and you could like sit there and Jenny would like help you start your projects, or they'd have like knit nights on Tuesdays for like 2 hours. And there was always like a little area where you could get coffees and teas and like treats that were like vegan, and it was just a really nice vibe. And I would like to bring that to Revelstoke where I live. And I also want to bring dressmaking fabric, because I want people to get more into building their own wardrobe and slow fashion and understanding how it's kind of constructed and where it all comes from. Oh, thank you. And so that's a little bit about me and my dreams and aspirations, I've probably only spoken for a short period of time, but I'm now going to show you some yarn. So I'm going to stop sharing screen. If you do have any questions, please, you can ask or like vocally or type it. I'm easy. So I'll stop sharing for the minute. Okay, so as I am a student, I don't carry a lot of bases at the moment, just because I just can't dye all the things, but it's something that I'd like to do in the future. But my main yarns that I do carry are sock yarn always, because I just think 4-ply is a great, you can use it for loads of different projects, and you can double strand it, and you know what I mean, you're a crafter yourself. So I carry sock yarn, which is 4-ply. I also have DK with nylon and then DK without nylon for socks, or just for like larger projects or hats. I've got mohair, and then I've got mohair and merino together. Yeah. Yeah, I've got my Ravelry open to show some awesome patterns that can be used, because I'm kind of like a one scheme wonder at the moment until I've got the capacity to dye more. But I've also got some show and tells of what I'm currently making. So I try to do lace weight things, but I'm not as talented as Rebecca or with the patience. So I'm doing, I don't know if you can see this, but this is Beneath the Summer Sky shawl. And the lady's name is, hold on, I've got the pattern here because my memory is like terrible. Hold on. Apologies. By Spruce Lane Designs. I just know her first name's Deborah, and she helped me because I was on the wrong needles. And it's stranded. I've used this one's called Cardamom. I don't know if you can see that. Great. And this one is merino and kid silk lace, and then this is just kid silk lace on its own, and then you kind of strand them together, so that's really nice. And this is what the shawl will look like when it's done. But I'll post all the different patterns in the chat once I've finished being random. So that's one of my work in progresses. I'm doing a toe up sock, and this is in one of my like candy cane colorways that nobody was really interested in. So I was like, okay, I'll knit with it. So I did. And then someone bought one. So this is just one of the socks, and it's got Stellalina in it. I don't know if you can, which is like glittery. Hello, Jerry. I can't see everyone. I hope you're well. Okay, I'll find you in a minute because I've got my face big on the screen. What else am I making? Oh, this is a scrappy jumper I'm making, and it's one of Park Knit's. I think it's called the aquamarine. I can't remember, aqua something. And basically, you use one strand of DK and then 3 strands of sock yarn to make a bulky weight. Rebecca's going to be like, Moles, you got it wrong. Okay, I got it right. So yeah, it's kind of like a stash buster. So if you've got loads of yarn, like this, you started a project, then you just got loads of odd balls, you kind of just strand it to make your bulky weight. And I've used so much, like some of my yarn is now eaten up and gone because of doing it. And it's not just Park Knits that creates patterns like that. There's quite a few people out there. I think Summer Lee has a pattern for a scrappy jumper as well, and like socks and things, but definitely need it in Canada because like last night it was -6 and it was cold. So this one is very nice. I have a tendency to not mark where I am on patterns, and then I like put it away. I see you laughing, Rebecca. I put it away and then I pull it out, and then I get frustrated because I'm like, I should have listened to what my mum said and left a marker of where I was. Yeah, and Rebecca. Okay. So that's one. What else have I got? This hat is from Pearl in New York, and that took one skein of my kumquats on DK, which is here. And just before I came on here, I was talking in an indie dyers group of how I can make it cheaper to post, because what I'm finding from moving from the UK, like in the UK, we pay £3.50 for up to 2 kilos to send, whereas here, just to send one skein, I've had to charge $19, which is ridiculous. So my friend has lent me her vac machine, you know, the what like for sous vide for like food where you suck the air out. So I just spoken to someone in a yarn group, and I think she does a flat rate of $5 and she can send two, and it's like letter mail. So once I finish this and accounting, I am going to update my postage and make it more reasonable, because I miss getting orders. I like the little cha-ching, but I also like seeing people's messages of what they've made. So I am sorting it. Life's hectic, you know what I mean? It's just pandemic studying is not ideal, but we soldier on. Okay, I'm going to stand up and grab some things and just do some show and tells. And I'm going to make my screen so I can see everyone, just because it's weird. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay, I can see everyone now. Hello, beautiful people. Okay, right. So, excuse me, I'm still in my laundromat uniform from work. Okay, so these are just some of the finished things I've done. This one is the Fantasyland Sweater, and I hand dyed all of this yarn. But again, I need to make packs and things, but I will once I'm not a full-time student. That one was a really nice knit, and I'm trying to always grab a pattern where I can learn something, like a new skill. So this one was kind of like carrying the yarn up and making like a little detail in the side. This one was the Westran Sisters, and I made this cardigan, and then I did blingy buttons, which my mum said was tacky, but I didn't listen to her. So that one I really liked. I'll put it on in a second when I do the buttons. This one is the Love Note, and I omitted the lace, and I still haven't sewed the ends in because I'm lazy. But this one was in my Who Tie-Dyed My Tulips colorway, and I need to block it more. I'm rubbish at blocking, so you know we all have our bad tendencies, and mine would be blocking and Kitchener stitch. So yep, this is the Love Note but without the lace. I don't think I don't have anything else. So now I'm going on to yarn. Woohoo! So this one is my Mimo Merino Kids. So it's got merino and kid silk and kid mohair in it. This is the cardamom one. I've got one of these left. And if anybody does buy today, I will like change the shipping and it will be cheaper. So if you order and it's not cheaper, I will like refund you the difference. So don't worry, I got your back. This one here is Lotus. I'll take the ball band off. This one's like really cool and neon. Oh, yeah, Rebecca's directing me. Sorry, okay. So this is Lotus. It's fun. This is the one I originally wanted to use, but my ball winder chewed up one as I was skeening it for a customer. So yeah, this is a bit too adult for me. I want like unicorns and farts. So but you know, you do what you do. So yeah, this one is Lotus. Hold on. I'm showing this hat on my head, but my ears are on fire. Okay. And then this one's Unicorn Tails. Loads of different colors in this one. And it's very soft. It's my like most grown-up one, I would say. Well, base for me. But everybody likes what they like, so I'm still figuring out bases and things. What else? You've seen cardamom wrapped up and in my shawl. What else have I got? So these are a lot of like my one skein wonders. This one here is watercolors, and that's on a DK. That's really pretty. Is Rebecca going to tell me to open it up again? Okay. All right, so I've got this one. This one is Frasia's. I kind of didn't realize it was going to a Harry Potter theme, and I'm not really a Harry Potter fan myself. So, but it came out nice. I'll open it actually. So that would be a fun hat, or toque, sorry, I'm in Canada, I have to say toque. But that one's DK as well. These ones don't have nylon in, but I'll show the like DK sock yarn in a minute, because that stuff is fun. This one here is fuzzy. I had another fuzzy peach, but this one didn't take the dye like everything else. So this is like a one-off. There's only one of this one, and it's really subtle with the colors, kind of like peach, pinks, greens, and then like neons in there. And that would make a fun hat, especially for a little baby with a little pom-pom on top. And I've got other ones. Okay, so this orange is the one I'm wearing, and this is kumquats. So that one's cool. This one is called Bimini. I don't know if anybody saw the UK drag race, but I kind of named it after her because she was epic. And this one's like kind of futuristic. Oh my God, I'm getting tongue twisted. This is like light blues, purples, neons, pinks, all the fun things. And then I've got pressed flowers. I think I've got one of these in DK and one of these in sock weight. I can't remember because my brain is muddled. But this one is a really beautiful colorway. This one's purple corn, and there's lots of different ebbs of purple within that and red. So that one's a really beautiful colorway. There's stuff popping off in the chat and I'm not looking, sorry. Is that the... I think the red to Jerry, I think it would stripe, but I don't know how it would come out. But yeah, you'd get like zips of the color. What's the other questions? Thank you. Lotus is very beautiful. Yep. Oh my God. Okay. Now I know how my teachers feel when they teach on Zoom. Jeez. Okay. Oh my God. This one is pickled radish. I'll tilt that so it's not so much in the light. This one's like neon with like pops of purple, and that one is super fun. I would definitely wear a hat like this. I've got one of them fuzzy teddy bear coats that's bright pink, and that's why I picked orange, so they could see me in a snowstorm in Revelstoke. So, you know, I've got Raven here, and this one's not as bright as most of my colors, but this one is a really nice blue with like gray tones and black to it. So that's cool. I've done that one, and I've got Luna, and that's kind of like a wash fade of the purple, and that's a really nice, fun. I think I always float towards like neons and pinks and purples. I don't know why. It's just where my eyes go. So okay, I have a lot of orange. I didn't realize. So I've got Spooky, and this is a sock weight yarn, and it's 425 meters and it's 100 grams. Thank you, Cindy. And you get 75% superwash merino and then 25% nylon. And I have 1, 2, 3. I think I've got 4 of these. I went a bit happy in the dye pans with those. So this would be great for Halloween. Or not Halloween, maybe you're just spooky all year round, whatever floats your boat. So this one is available. Then I've got embers, and I did this for like cozier nights and like fires outside and hot chocolate and maybe hot cider. And this one's really fun. And again, this is sock weight. This is sock yarn, super soft. You'll be glowing. I did a custom dye, and the lady said it was too bright, so I got 2 of these left. But it's fine, because if no one takes it, I am taking it. And this is called Suicide Squad, and I really, really want one. Oh, again, this is on Mimo socks, so this is 4-ply, and this one's so because I was like trying out different yarn brands. Some of them are 400 meters, so this one is, but my other one's got 425. So just make sure you check that on the website, just because I moved from the UK and I was trying to find different sources of yarn. So this one is a little bit shorter, but it packs a punch. I mean, look at that. That is fun. Hold on, I'll open it. I can see Rebecca in my profiteroles telling me so. Just This one is super fun. So many possibilities for that one. So if no one buys it, it's going to be mine. The beauty of being a yarn dyer is I now buy less yarn. I just use my own, but I never finish anything. Oh my god! The work in progress, the can't speak. The WIPs are everywhere in little bags. It's annoying. It upsets my soul. Okay, I just got messages. 1 second. Oh, yep. Okay. I got petals. I think I've got 3 of this. This one's a bit of a softer tone. Kind of reminds me of like strawberry yogurt for some reason. Anyway, there's this one. You got purple in there, and yep. And this one's on sock yarn again. This is the 425 meters. So this is the 25 meters, a bit longer one. So that one's cool. Now I'm going to go through all the orangey ones. I think it was just summer and I thought I'm going to dye everything that reminds me of flowers. As you can tell. Okay, so this one is Peony Petals, and this one is a really pretty one. And that one is 400 meters sock yarn. I'm running out of space. They're just going to get dumped on the floor in a second. That's the same one. Ooh. Now this one is Coral Sprinkles, and I believe I only have one left of this one. I'll open that one up. Again, if no one takes it, it's going to be mine. So this one is very speckly and just, it's just beautiful. Not to be biased, but it is. So that one is available. Yeah, I think I've only got one of that one. I've got so much stuff to show you and I don't even know how long I've got left. Oh, half an hour. Okay, I'm good. This one is Meadows in the Sky. It's kind of got like a mint undertone and then sprinkles on the top. So that's really fun. And then I did a collaboration with Rachel from Fly Dyed. I forgot the lady's name, but she has Busy Peach and my friend and my work husband, the Yarn Whisperer, Andrew. So we all had to pick a color. So it was pink, orange, yellow, and I think and peach. And we all had to, because what we were saying is there's enough space in the dye world because we all dye differently, and we all did the same colors, but it all came out differently. So it was called poly, as in polyamorous. I can never say that word. This was what mine came out as. And this one is on sock yarn, and this is the 425 meter skein. Sorry, I have to say, and then 465 yards. I forget that everybody does yards and meters, and it's different. Here I've got peaches. Told you I had a lot of orange. I don't know why. That one's really fun, and you get kind of like speckles throughout. Then I had Summer Bouquet, and I think I've got 3 of these left, but it reminds me a little bit of sunflowers. I know Rebecca likes orange and yellow, so yeah. So this is Press My Flowers. I had it on the DK, which is here. And then this is it matching on the sock yarn. That one is a really, they're all beautiful. I don't know what other words to say to describe it, but hey. This one's a bit more moody, but there's a lot going on within the colors, so that one's fun. If you could see what everything looks like on the opposite side of this camera, it looks like a yarn bomb went off. There's yarn everywhere. So if anyone likes chocolate s'mores, I've got 5. This one is 425 meters and 465 yards on sock yarn. And yeah, I've got 5 of these, and I don't know, I feel like it would be like a really nice sweater, or maybe a snood, cowl, socks, mittens, hat, something to keep you warm made of wool. So this one is this is a fun colorway for you chocolate lovers out there without the calories. Beautiful. Then I did like a chocolate sprinkle for my birthday in August, and I don't know if anybody used to get, they like chocolate buttons with sprinkles on. That's what we used to have back in the UK, and I forgot what they were called. But so this one is, it's got the sprinkles at the top and the rest is brown. So as you would knit with it, you'd actually get stripes come through. So yeah, there's loads, and that is a fun one. That would make some fun socks, most definitely. If you've got a little person, make them some little socks. The weight of the merino mohair is actually a 4-ply, Jerry, so it's a 4-ply. Sorry, I should write that down. I'm just going to put that there. What's the other pile? What else do I have? Now we move on to the greeny blue section. So I'm a bit obsessed with Harry Styles, and I liked his album Fine Lines. So I kind of used the album cover as an inspiration, because it was like a pink room with a blue circle. So this one is really pretty, and someone bought it and I wound it and it looked amazing. Like, so this is a really fun one, and this is on sock yarn and it's called Fine Line. Again, I've got Bohemian, I've got 2 of these, and this is kind of like a tie-dye. So I'll open it up. Might have to take this hat off. So this one is, you've got green and blue and purple, and they all kind of ebb into each other. And that's Bohemian. That would make it maybe a great shawl or socks, crochet. I'm starting to dabble in that. With yarn, the possibilities are endless, as I can see many of you knitting or crochet or crafting. I'll just say crafting. I've got this one here, which is Whirlpool, and that's another kind of tie-dye. And then I've got a solid jade. It was a custom color, but they said it was too bright, so you win some, you lose some. But that one is really pretty. And now moving on to DK sock. So let's have a look. This one here is, so my DK sock is 225 meters and it's 246 yards, 75% superwash merino and then 25% nylon. This one's orange maple, and there's little flecks of orange, red, yellow and green within that one. And I believe I have a few, all of the amounts are on the website, I can't remember. So this one's really beautiful. This one here is called Honeysuckle. It's light in color, but there's a lot going on. And somebody actually complimented it with Halcyon, and they were going to make a hat with color work. So I thought they went really nicely together. And then I'll show this one's Halcyon. So it's kind of like an orangey gold. And that's a really nice one. Again, on DK sock. Where did it go? From the UK and from London. So we have pigeons. So this one kind of reminded me of pigeons and how they look. Obviously, this doesn't look like rats with wings. It looks like very luxurious sock yarn. So this one is, but they're like, she's so crazy lady. So this one is again on DK. Oh, yeah, sorry. Rebecca's telling me. It's like being on a film set. Action! Okay. So pigeon has got loads of, there's like yellow, grey, purple, blue, red. There's just loads. So that's beautiful. And I think I've got maybe 2 or 3 of this one. I'm going to wind everything after I get off of here. A lot more, as you can see. Thank you, Michelle. Okay, so this one is Love Potion. I have 1 left of this one. No, this I went and did a market in Castle in Nelson, and I sold out. I nearly sold out, but I've got 1 left of this one. I'm opening it. I can see you. So this is just fun. Like, I wouldn't even want to put it on my feet because no one would see it. You'll have to make a hat or a little cowl, and it's just wrapped around you while you're dressed for winter. I love it. Home socks? Who's gonna see them? Oh, I guess so, yeah. But yeah, this one's fun. There's only 1. It's definitely an arm workout. So that's Love Potion. This one is Thumbelina. I think I might have 2 of this one. I'll open it. Don't need to tell me. Okay. So yeah, this one's Thumbelina. I'm not too sure how many I have. I'm sorry. But that's what websites are there for. They're your memory, so you don't have to remember it. And all the colours. This is DK sock again. Beautiful hat, cowl, fingerless gloves, home socks. I'm trying to think of other things that we make out of yarn. Maybe you just want to hug it in bed at night and it's just your squishy, and there's nothing wrong with that either. So I always say that to people that come to markets. They're like, I don't knit. I'm like, but you could just squish it. So, you know. This one was a mistake and I ended up with 5, but it was a good mistake. So this one's called Port Sour. You can tell I'm getting old in age because we went for dinner the other day and they were giving port at the end of the meal and it was so nice. So I bought some. I just say to my partner, I'm like, do you want a glass of port? He's like, yeah. I'm like, I love you. Anyway, so this one's Port Sour. I've got 5. I think I've got 4 now, but this one's it's kind of like a creamy cherry color. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but it's giving me the Christmas feels. It's too early for Christmas movie. No, it's not. I watched one last week. But yeah. So that's Port Sour. DK sock. Just because it's got nylon in though doesn't mean you have to use it for socks. You can obviously use it for anything that you like. But it's just got that added strength in it. And then, I've got some semi-solid. So this one is Noel. I've got Duke, and this is like a dark green, but I don't know if it shows up on the camera. It was kind of like, yeah, it is a dark green, kind of like a pine. And then I've got fur green. So there is a subtle difference. Like one's you can see it. You're smart cookies. And then again, the Halcyon. I feel like this would be a fun color work combo, especially for Christmas. So I've started looking on Ravelry for some ideas, but I don't know. That's fun. And then I have blueberry dip. I'll open this one. I'm a really lazy dyer because I don't write the recipe, and then it's like a hit, and then everyone's like, did you write the recipe? And I'm like, no. And they're like, you idiot. And I'm like, sorry. So this one is kind of like light and dark all in one. Makes me want pancakes. I don't know, the change in temperature, I'm just eating my feelings at the moment and I don't care. But so that's blueberry dip. Ooh. Sorry, I'm trying to at least twist them so when it's the end, I'm not frazzled. This one is bubblegum ice cream. I'm gonna open it because it's heavy. I've just seen in the comments that your Christmas tree is still up. Seriously? Ay caramba. I have just found Christmas decoration pattern for, is it macrame? I can never say the crocheted thing. Aragami. What is it called? Anyway, they've got like the whole Christmas dinner in like crocheted things. I want to do it. Okay, go sidetrack, sorry. Bubblegum ice cream. Kind of spooky if you think about it. So yeah, it's like this bit's tied, dyed, dipped, and then that's gone. Do I have more? I think I do. Give me 1 minute. Let me wind this bad boy up. Now I'm gonna go to the fluff. My favorite. It's not my favorite when I wind it because there's just fluff everywhere when you do kid silk lace. You're like, but it's my favorite. Bring my basket. So I have Sunbeam. I got told by my friends that I need to, what is it? Someone's like, your colors are too bright. I'm like, I suffer with seasonal affect disorder in like winter, so I need all the bright colors I can get. So, okay, Sunbeam reminds me a little bit of Tweety Pie, so that's a fun one. This one I haven't added to the website, but I should add it, and I don't know what I call it. So if you've got any ideas, whack them in the old chat box, please. I would have called it Cadbury's, but I'll probably get done for trademark or something. I did get that once. When I first started out on Etsy, I did a colorway and I called it the Grinch, and they sent me like, I needed to remove it because they were going to take me to court. I didn't know the Grinch was trademarked. So now I don't do that anymore. Sorry, I digress. Elegant. This one is beautiful. Then I have Neon Lime. So all of these mohair is to complement the mohair / merino to make the shawl is why I did it. But they all kind of like Easter colors, but who cares? Dusk. That's a fun, beautiful one. Then I've got Sweet Tooth. So yep. Oh, maybe I should call it Barnabas. Smart Thinking Jerry. Love it. Got Royale. That's like a nice blue. Did I do all of them? Yes, I did. So that's all my fluff. Well, kid silk lace, sorry. I call it fluff. But that's what I meant by where's the everything is everywhere. Where did it go? So these are the I should know, but my Mimo Merino kid. So you'd need one of these and then a hank of kid silk lace, and then you strand it. So this one would be great with a purple or maybe not a yellow because it's so faint, but you want something bright to like make it pop. And then these ones you could have away with any of the other kid silk lace because there's just loads going on in it. So choices. Oh, I've got straw from my basket in it. Oops. So I think that's all my show and tell really. Is there any questions or yeah, I can send some of the patterns that I am doing at the minute. But if you are interested in staying in the loop with Mimo, you can definitely join my mailing list. I don't send that many newsletters because I don't like getting loads of newsletters. So I only, Thank you. I only ever post something when I got something to say. I will be getting onto my YouTube, but I sent my stuff on a freight ship in May, and it's not coming. I don't even know if it's here yet in Canada, and it got delayed in August, and then it got delayed in September, and then it got pushed back to the 2nd of November. So fingers crossed, because I've got all my label machine in there, I've got all my Mimo branding, everything is still in the middle of the ocean and I haven't got it yet. So I've been winging it and using my PayPal credit. So I will, yeah. I'd say if you want to get into dyeing, give it a go. Like genuinely, it's the best thing ever. I learned to dye by working at Sweet Georgia Yarns when I was here in 2018 as a studio assistant. And I was officially working in a bakery. And I said, Rebecca, there's a knit job. Do you think I should take it? And she's like, yeah. And my boyfriend's like, we need money. And I was like, it's my dream. And so I did work at Sweet Georgia Yarn. Thank you, Ming. And I was there, I think, for about 3 months, and I was only supposed to be a studio assistant. So I would go in and I would get the skeins, whatever anyone calls it, hanks. I get the hanks ready to be dyed, and I'd like, so they're usually 4 in a bundle, and I would just boss through it. I'd be listening to my podcasts or like Casey Musgraves because I'm obsessed with her, and I would just be like getting all the bundles ready, and I'd be done by 12. And they're like, how did you get through all those kilos of boxes? I'm like, I'm not here to mess around. So they then gave me a dye list, and then I started to learn to dye. Sweet Georgia Yarn doesn't do sprinkles, but I started to learn the concepts of dyeing, and I kind of manifested. I don't know, I was always lost. I was always taking courses and trying to find out who I was, and I just was I was like, please let this trip to Canada open up what I'm supposed to do, because I'm fed up of just doing all these like menial crap jobs of like serving people that are rude, or you're just hustling all the time and you don't seem like you're getting anywhere. And then I came across like Sweet Georgia, and the money wasn't great, but the experience was phenomenal and I learned loads. And then I got to go to the Beehive yarn shop in Vancouver, on Victoria Island, and in Victoria Island on Vancouver Island. I didn't get to stay in there long because my boyfriend was hassling me to get out. So always make sure when you go to yarn shops you don't bring your partner, because like they just don't get it. And then where else? And then I got to work at the Purple Pearl in Toronto before the landlord messed up my life and we had to come back to the UK. And I got a credit card back in the UK for £500. I had no job. It took me 2 months to like get a job, and I just bought all my dye materials on a credit card with no income. And I believe entrepreneurs don't write business plans, you just wing it. You're winging it. You don't know what you're doing. You just you're hoping it will be okay. And it has been okay. And I had like 800 followers last year, April, and then Black Lives Matter happened, and I just got an influx of people, and I was a bit overwhelmed in the beginning. I'm like, are people here because they like me, or are they ticking a box because they've hit a biopop person and it looks like they're doing the work? And then I was like, no, people are genuinely liking my content and what I do, and that I'm colorful and creative, and I do swear a little bit sometimes, and I don't know, I just have fun with it because I found something that makes me happy. And I'm studying so I can get PR, but so I can open a business here and give more out to people that are independent businesses, because the 9 to 5 is a killer of dreams. Like it just genuinely is. And I want to have a space where people can come. Maybe they've just had a baby and they just want to talk to someone while they breastfeed. I don't care. Whack your boob out. Sorry, don't mean to be blasphemous. And just knit and have a cup of coffee, or someone just wants to learn. Like I'm teaching someone to do socks on Tuesday at Knit Club here in Revelstoke, and it's people think that knitting is for old people. It's not. It's for all people, and it doesn't matter where you're from or who you are. It's like I found knitting to be an escapism from studying when I was at university, and I just needed a break from being on a screen. So like I think it's awesome knitting, and sometimes it frustrates me, and sometimes I don't have the buzz to wanna to knit during the summertime. I think everyone has that. They you kind of lose your mojo a little bit. But as soon as it hits fall, I'm like, I just want to knit. I don't want to study. I just want to knit all the things. But yeah, knitting doesn't get you grades, so it has to be on the side. But yeah, I just think I loved my business, and I'm sad that I don't get to do it as much as I was before I went to school. But it's a stepping stone to get where I want to be, and I want to have my own place, and I want to offer retreats and have like food and teach people how to knit or to dye yarn. I get Rebecca to do that. She's a very good teacher. She's on after me. And like, I don't know, the world's your oyster. And I think COVID has taught us all that you have to go and do stuff that you want to do and figure out, just do what makes you happy, because we're not on the planet for a very long time. That got really deep quite quickly, didn't it? I'm sorry. I do ramble, but I'm checking the time. Okay, I've got 5 minutes. I'll keep rambling for a bit more. But yeah, I want to create a little mini empire, and I want to meet all these amazing people from around the world, not just through Zoom, but in real life, to have those conversations and to share information. Like, I would never have learned to do toe-up socks had I not met a woman at Knit City in Vancouver. She's like, learn toe up. You will never go back to like cuff down ever again, and you won't have to do kitchen stitch. I was like, yes. Like, you just learn from people. It'll be just the amount of content on YouTube for like just crafting now is insane. And I stumble across new dyers and people within the craft all the time. I think it's amazing. Like, people from all over the world. And I like that it is also female driven, and we're all here to like amp each other up and help each other, because we all dye differently. Like, Rebecca dyes differently from me. She does botanical yarn and teaches and has better patience than I do. Whereas like, we're just all different. And moving from the UK to Canada has definitely been hard, because I went during the pandemic. I left on I found out I was coming to Canada on a Friday, and I was gone by Monday. I didn't get to really say goodbye to my family. And I was then here for 4 months on my own before my partner got here. So, and I came in like the depths of winter. And then on the Thursday of getting here on the Monday, my furnace set on fire and I had no heat for like a whole week. And it was the coldest week of February. It was minus 18. I was with space heaters all around me. My rent that month was like, woo! And I lived in a sleeping bag. But I laugh about it now because I'm warm and toasty in my nice new basement, but it wasn't at the time. But yeah, I want to set up a life in Canada, and I want to create fibre festivals and just manifesting it. And I'm glad that I got to do this, even though I found out on Thursday I like it, because it made me haul ass and get myself sorted. But yeah, I'm gonna shush now. But if you have any questions, I'm here. And thank you for being here and listening, and I'm not gonna cry. Yay. What do you want to see, sorry?
The Lotus sock. Is it Lotus? No, it's not Lotus, is it? Is it Love Potion?
Love Potion.
I've just decided to rename it Lotus, clearly.
Lotus is the other one that you left.
That's why I've got confused, right? I think it's really pretty. I think they're all really pretty. Which sock DK do you think I'd love the most, Moles?
Probably this one.
Yeah.
You don't want a solid colour for socks. Well, you do.
No.
Not when you're
I
buying.
don't for the sock. Yeah, I just want to make vanilla socks, so I want it to be all about the colour.
Well, you can now get cheaper postage with my backpack machine.
Go getting a backpack from you, not myself.
But yeah, that one definitely is you. I don't think this one.
Yeah, the other thought was maybe the bubble gum, but I don't know.
I think that's a bit bright for you.
I do like bright.
This is true. I take that back. That sounds like an insult, doesn't it? I'm so sorry.
That's too bright.
I don't know.
Sorry, I'm insulted.
This one's more fun.
I think
They're
I really
both
like.
fun. All right,
Yeah.
hold on. If I step back. Oh, tangled.
Maybe they want to stay together.
Oh my God. I do markets and I like wine for people and I'm like, please be a good skein, please. I end up having to tell them like, go around and come back. It's going to be a while. I'm like, oh my God. And then all the kids are looking at it like no.
It's really hard to choose. They always tangle when people are waiting. Yeah. Or when you're in a rush.
Yeah, it stresses me out.
I think love potion.
Woohoo! Oh, do I have to give my treasure word? What's it called? Yeah. So is it called a treasure word?
Treasure hunt?
Treasure hunt word. My treasure hunt word is Mimo. So if you're taking part in the giveaway, my treasure word is Mimo. And the reason behind Mimo is MI is my boyfriend Michael, but I call him Miguel, and MO is for Molly, so it's Mimo. Mike and Molly. I say like the TV show and he gets angry with me. So just, yeah, Michael and Molly. There was me saying I was going to shush and there I am yapping again.
Hey Molly, this is Cindy, and I definitely remember you from something virtual during the past year and a half.
Was it Yorkshire Yarn Fest?
I think
Was it Vogue?
it was Vogue, I think.
Vogue.
Right?
Okay, yeah. Because you're so engaging and endearing. You're just adorable. So like you have so much going on. But I just great to see you again, and all your variegated colorways. I mean, there's so much you've got there that I would just love to knit with. So what I wondered was what's your trajectory and timeline like in terms of getting through the school piece of it and then really being able to be, more time in your business.
So I've got one more year. So I'm in my second semester, and then I've got this time next year will be my last semester.
Yeah, great.
So it's a 2-year project, it's 4 semesters in total. So yeah, this time next year I'll be in my last one. Fingers crossed. I will. Yes, I am. I'm projecting it. Yes, I will. And I'm not retaking accounting. No, I'm paying accountant. And because I can only work 20 hours when I'm studying full time, I'd have to get a job, but in the background, I will be doing it. And there's a lot of funding where I live. So I want to start writing my business plan and getting prepared so I can put that forward to get the funding that I want. Because as much as I want to have stone and bricks and mortar, I kind of want it on my own property and not renting a space, just because then I have a bit more control over it. And I wanted to have like 2 shipping containers. I don't know if you've seen them, and convert it into like a studio and shop. So yeah, that's the timeline, hopefully. So within like the next year or 2 or 3, I would like to be up and running with a shop as well as online.
Yeah. And with that van life RV full-time background you have, I mean, you can live in a shipping container. People live in those things.
Some of them are amazing how they kit them out now. Some of them make them like mansions. They just stack it how they want and then build with it. Yeah. I was like, so cool.
Yeah.
But thank you for your kind
words. We're cheering you on.
Yay. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. Sorry if I talk too much. No, I will be less. No, I'm not sorry. Thank you.